That's just to show you the relative size of the 4i4 and the solo. Now obviously the boxes are bigger than the units, but it gives you an idea of the likely difference in size inside the box as well, though both of them are smaller than the box, of course. Now what this video is about is, I was very happy with the 4i4, which is set up there, plugged in, but when it comes to doing some tracking, I found I need to go places. I go to use the school, which was all shut down, but I can go in there and use one of the rooms. I go in there to teach online anyway, so I stay later and do some stuff. But I found keep unplugging everything there, and you forget something, and just one adapter, as you know, and you ruin the session. So I thought this is a reasonable price to solo. I never really thought much about it. Had good reviews, and I kind of assumed that the mic preamp would be the same. I don't know why. And actually, maybe it is. When I was listening back, I found myself thinking, oh dear, this won't do. I thought, the mic pre's are no good. But then I realised, wait a minute, I'm listening on a different PC, and I'm plugged into the PC's sound card, which I use for casual listening. It's good enough. But I thought, is it that? Because I'd listened before on something else. With this one plugged into this system here, it would be listening through the headphone socket on this. So I thought the other thing to do is to test them both. So I've done some files. I've got them on the Tascam DR100 Mark III, sort of the best playback thing I've got, into the desk, and I thought we'd listen to them. I haven't listened to them since doing it. I've been about a week or two, but I remember coming away feeling satisfied with this. But we can do the critical listening together, perhaps, and see what we notice. So I'm going to switch the air thing on and off as well, because it might be useful for you to hear that on my voice. And I go through them one at a time with the air on, the air off, and then there's another file where I go between them shorter phrases very, very quickly, so it will reveal differences, because you know what audio memory is like. So here we go. This is the SV33 into the Focusrite 4i4 with no air switched on. With no air switched on. This is the Focusrite 4i4 SV33 going into it with the air switched on. Sorry about my clumsiness with the pops there, but you can hear what the air does. Quite subtle, no? I use it without. This is with the air switched on. This is with no air switched on. This is with no air switched on. This is the SV33 into the solo with no air switched on. No air. No air switched on. This is the SV33 into the solo with the air switched on. With the air switched on. So I'm very happy to realise that the preamps certainly aren't duff. As we continue, are they any different? This is the SV33 into the Focusrite 4i4 with no air switched on. This is the SV33 into the solo with no air switched on. This is the Focusrite 4i4 SV33 going into it with the air switched on. This is the SV33 into the solo with the air switched on. With the air switched on. Well, don't know about you. I might have to listen over and over again. But suffice to say, I mean, both of them, they're kind of, what are they? Are they low end or are they mid range, really, when it comes to it? Probably, don't know. So, but if I'm happy, let me put it this way. If I was happy with what was happening with this, then I struggle to hear any difference with this straight off the bat like that. And for the convenience of what I got it for, and I don't want to buy another one of these because this one's obviously quite a bit less. and it's small as well for the convenience of what I'm doing it for. Basically, I'm not looking at high end anyway, otherwise I wouldn't be using this. So if I'm making sense, making sense there. So yeah, basically, I'm satisfied that it can do the job to the standards I want, even though I'm using high-end microphones. Okay, hope that might have been of some use to some of you. I'd be confident, personally, sound quality-wise, with the Solo, if you don't need all the inputs. And I was very happy before with the 4i4 anyway. Job done.